What's going on, Ronnie? How you doing today? Oh boy. What is going on? Man, what the hell is this thing? Is that a Mustang? Man, that's a hell of a Mustang right there. I'm doing good, Ronnie. You know what this thing is? It's a hell of a Mustang right here. I mean, it is clean, man. There ain't nothing on it. It is clean, man. You know, we're so far bad. Has it got a mid-engine in it? I don't know. Pretty wild. All right, we're out and about today, and that's the bottom line. Glad to have you guys along. Elmer, what's going on? We're out in Sebastopol tonight. Get a little sunshine today. Beautiful day. Breeze is blowing. I'm afraid that the weather's going to get really windy here this afternoon. There you go, Ronnie. There might be something to that. What's up, Steve? The revolution will not be televised. Let that be a lesson to you, Ronnie. Let that be a lesson to you. Where the Amazon meets the redwoods, 3-day dream weaving with the Sapporo cacao and tobacco. Ronnie, have you ever been to a sound bath? I mean, I'm asking for a friend. You find the most interesting shit on poles. I wonder if they're ever going to open that soft medicine shop that the guy, I don't know, allegedly got in some kind of trouble. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know. Write my number over there so send it to someone to look at. That's great. That is awesome. I'm surprised the ladies in code pink and ladies in black isn't out here today.
Wait.
Yes, because I remember.
Green and Cafe estate sale. What the hell does that mean? What's going on, Daniel? I'm just seeing if they ever did anything with this bar. What's up, Ninja? Yeah, well, it ain't going down, brother. It ain't going down. Yeah, this place still ain't open. They got some kind of permit thing there. Kindred, a restaurant and listening bar with vinyl record retail. All right, I'm saturated on that. $6 a gallon, bro. I don't see any sign of pricing going down. Maybe, I don't know. I think we're kind of gotten by the balls, baby. That's the bottom line. Shakey's. Man, I remember Shakey's when I was a kid. Isn't that crazy? Wow, you really just took me back there. Shakey's. All right, there goes Wealth Boy. I don't know what he's doing today. What's going on, Naomi? We're going to bake some bread tonight. I haven't had a good bit of homemade bread in probably 7 months. Goldfinch. Cocktail shrimp by the pair, $3 each. I don't know, oysters. Bite me. Shaky, shake my sack. This is, let's see, a 5% service charge latitude to provide a living wage and maintain a profitable and stay in a sustainable business. This is not a gratuity, which is shared by staff and greatly appreciated. Well, if you can't pay your people enough, I'm not the one that's going to do it. I guarantee that. Here comes Martha Stewart. Got my Orioles on today. Representing. Pretty quiet today. Ronnie, the rich get richer, bro. And we're sucking eggs, man. This co-works. What the hell? The whole building's for sale, man. The whole building. Co-work livery. Focus room, Zoom pods. All drifter amenities. Maybe I should put my office here. The drifter. 64 hours a month. The hustler. First come, first served, free access to phone booth for calls. Oh, man. What kind of horrors do we have here? What's up, Dr. Frankenstein? We're in your favorite town tonight. Cohorts. I have no idea what the hell that means. What the hell is a cohort? I don't know. Sometimes you do get the occasional nice looking gal out here. But she's apt to rip your sack off. Cross over to avoid confrontation. Dr. Frankenstein's like, you go out of your mind. Dr. Frankenstein would go out of his mind. Please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, we're going to have a fun night tonight. I got some bread to bake. I haven't had fresh bread in so long. I'm excited. I am very excited to have some nice bread. I like the way Dr. Frankenstein just cuts right to the chase, man. Just hits it right there. This would be this would probably be Dr. Frankenstein's idea of hell. To watch the Code Pink and the ladies in black out on the corner. All right, we're down by the Hop Monk, the old Hop Monk, Petaluma and Santa Rosa Railway Company, Stony Point Quarry. Boy, I'll tell you what, Dr. Frankenstein, imagine if you ran for office, man, they would have a field day with you. Alabama, holy shit. You're not from California, son? Petaluma and Santa Rosa Railroad. I never knew that before. All right, they still have a Purina dog chow. I guess, I don't know. Feed store. Yeah, can you imagine Dr. Frankenstein? Like, this should be his perfect dealio of hell. Open halfway out. You'd be a hero. You would be a hero. Boy, remember growing up, we had the checkerboard. We knew that was Purina, baby. Long may she wave. I wonder what they make the dog food out of. Got a lot of lame-o horses or something around there. Purina is the money machine. Well, that's all we knew. I mean, hell, you grew up, you could either feed your dog Purina, or then Alpo came along. That was it, man. Or Gainsburgers. I don't even know if Gainsburgers are around anymore. Mostly corn and rice. That bloats up a dog, right? It gives him that gas. It gives him a touch of the wind. Please hit the thumbs up. We're very deficient on thumbs up. We're doing some alternate routing today. Post office over there. We're just cruising along. What's going on, Angus Kisses? Oh no, I'm sorry, Angus Kisses. Holy smokes. Between deja vu, losing her dog. Oh, that's awful. This has got to be a terrible day. I'm sorry, honey. Holy smokes. I didn't expect to hear that today. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. a lot of time. It's a good thing to grieve and take your time. We're here. This is a pretty cool place here. Do not disturb. Oh, it's sold. Little bungalow. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. I don't know whether that's a baseball bat over there or what the hell that is. I bet it is a heartbreaking day. These are the times with your friends that words really fail you. Dr. Frankenstein, do you think that I should have an office? Like a family office? Wow, look at this thing over here, dude. Wow, is this a Mercury? No, this is a Lincoln. Wow, look at this baby. Man, look at that thing. Man, what a boat. 2850, 57 Lincoln Capri Classic. Turns over but doesn't fire. Damn, Ronnie, we got another project here, baby. Look at these fins. Wow. I feel like Batman when I see this. Look at this thing. It's like, I don't even know what the hell that is. What the hell are these things? I guess that's an air scoop there that puts air through here and then puts it out over here. How wild is this? 57 Lincoln. Wow, the thing opens. Oh, it's got that smell to it. Ronnie, you need a project? Is that thing an automatic? I don't know what the hell it is. Man, this thing is a beast. What's the transmission on this baby? It's too hard to tell. I don't want to get shot here, you know what I mean? Let me just take a peek. Okay, what has it got? Parker. This is a 57 and it's got an automatic. I guess it does. Man, you're in big trouble if that pedal goes all the way to the floor on this baby. Wow. I know, I can't help it, man. I'm just a sucker for this kind of stuff. I'm just a sucker for this stuff, guys. You know that. I don't know. It's kind of missing a cool factor. I don't know. The body's in good shape. Basically, you're kind of mangled on the only problem is this front bumper. I don't know whether it fell. There's a lot going on with that bumper. Man, I'd love to sneak a peek at that engine. All right, well, How many? 200. What is the horsepower? 227. Yeah, it looks ready for Havana, Cuba. It could be kind of cool. It's not gonna restored. It could be okay, but you're looking at it probably around $8,000, $10,000 to restore that thing. Lucky it doesn't look like it got in any kind of major accidents. Please hit the thumbs up, guys. We got 52 people and only 13 thumbs up. I can't get over these fins. I mean, there's fins. Ooh. Oh, I just can't disconnect it. There's fins. What happened to Seattle, lady? What the hell? What is it? I don't know. I know something happened to, yeah, 8, I don't know. No, not 8,000 times 10. Hell no. If you can do a lot of work yourself, come on. You get Mexicans, 1 month those Mexicans are doing it up with the body work. Yeah, I think it's got a 300, I think it's got a huge motor in it. But you can imagine the weight of this baby. And I got that smell to it too. A good Mexican shop, $5,000, they could redo that whole interior there. They could redo that whole interior. Oh shit, here comes the owner. I don't know. God. Have all the chrome trim and parts. Has the cold comfort AC tubes in the rear. 33,000 miles. Come on, man. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. You think that baby has that? It's possible with the Lincoln. Lincoln people aren't like everyday people. I'm trying to picture this thing on the Rancho with the two-tone cream and green color scheme on that. I bet that's original color, so it's probably a little too far gone to maintain. Very full. Gas is $3.80. Man, I can't wait to get to Tennessee. I don't know what the hell this lady's doing. You all right, hon? You okay? No problem. I'm just checking on you. I don't know what the hell. The lady looked like she was having a seizure or something. Yeah, there's no doubt Angus Kisses is hurting today. That's tough duty. That's the toughest duty you can have after all of those years. And one of the nicest people on the chat. Yeah, that's terrible. All right, we're off to a good start tonight. Please pound that like button. We're just cruising around and checking out stuff today. There's one of those weird little porches up there. '57 Lincoln Capri. Anybody see what they're going for if they're restored? Look at that, they built that. I don't even know if did they squeeze that in the middle there? That's connected to that property, I think. Yeah, we're all getting kind of hammered. No, I guess that is separate. It's a strange looking little bungalow. Oh no, this woman's still firing up the street here. Here's an old Sebastopol house. Needs maintenance. I think the world is maintenance deficient right now. Yeah, I think people in California are able to tolerate it a little better. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of wealth out here. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I don't know what the theory on these things is. This is one weird ass town. We're gonna really get knocked out in a bit. That wind is gonna be vicious tonight, starting later this afternoon, I think. So welcome in, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated. Take a minute to like up the stream. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. It's been a great day. We're going to be baking some bread tonight. I put up some dough earlier this morning. We're going to bake that off tonight. It's your basic care home. Here's this house that got blown up. How is our signal? Is it okay today? Yeah, we're all on your team there, Angus Kisses. You're one of the core crew around here. If you're hurt, we're hurt. That's like a San Francisco home right there. Kind of an interesting street here. And it's been a long time since anybody said that, huh? Free Tibet signals fair. Let's clean it up. This looks like a relatively new development here. Yeah, they're all out here. The whole crew. FPSI rating is high, freaks per square inch. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Professional offices? I don't know. I never get over here. I had my wings. They were delicious last night. Not as good as fried. But arguably they were healthier. Although I don't eat a lot of fried food. It's your basic seafoam color. Fried food is an extreme rarity for me, not by choice, but just, you know, my diet is super simple. I hope you're enjoying this walk. We never really come up here. Access health, urgent care. I cooked the wings for 40 minutes and I took out the meat thermometer and made sure that they were all 170 degrees. I don't take a chance. There's no such thing as being a hero when it comes to meat. Steve Fowler, just sending good pastry, looking after Mama Martha. God bless you. Thank you, Steve Fowler, the legend from Tennessee. Doing God's work, man. I got nothing but admiration for you. Thank you, brother. Look at that. That's what you call support, baby. Okay, that's the hospital that they can never make successful there. That thing sucked down multiple municipal bonds and shit. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you, man. That 20 is going to come in very helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Taylor Energy, CPA, they're going to be out of business. Everybody's going to ask the CPA, why don't you reduce your price? You're using AI. Oh, man. Come on. We've been friends for a lot of years. Thank you very much. Let's give Steve a big woo and a big thumbs up. What is this? Dysenia EonQ integrated in anthroposophic medicine. Anybody know what that is? Anthroposophic. Is that like you call on Socrates, or what the hell is it? Here's an old house. This is a typical California scream house right here. It says roof deteriorate because you don't let any sun get to it. There's your basic problem. No sun equals mold. What we got here? Gravenstein Community Health Center. Blue Apple Dental Group. Worst live show I've ever attended was Adam Carolla, 2012. He was appearing, it was December 2012, like 2 weeks before I started my YouTube channel. And the boss, Janet, Bobby, and I, we were in Vegas, and Adam Carolla was at the House of Blues. I got his tickets, and it was the worst show I ever saw in my life. Absolutely terrible. Good for you, Judy. Absolutely terrible. I apologized to them afterwards. The $12 beers back in 2000, what? Back in 2012. Yeah, this is a tough day today. That show was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Saw the water treatment. They got a little park here which nobody can enjoy. Artist Center. I'm gonna have some water here. We got some bread to bake tonight. I like sourdough. I don't make it. It's too much of a pain in the ass. Is my bottom line on it, but if you make it, I'll eat it. Sourdough is good. I'm opening up my water bottle here. Yeah, I love rye bread. With a lot of caraway seed, Jewish rye bread, pumpernickel bread. Oh, hell yeah. I love it. And I apologize to you guys. I have been way too busy with working this week to put up any fresh content. So the easiest thing for me to do the next 2 weeks is just live stream. Does anybody know what transfury is? Transfuries? I must confess I never heard the term before. All these dirty solar panels. You can imagine what the efficiency of them is like shit. We don't come up here too often. Somebody's got an ambulance. Looks like they converted it to like an RV to live in it. How's the signal? All right, we got to get this signal. Man, Ronnie, this freaking cell shit is just a chat killer, man. It is just a chat killer here. If I'm gonna have a sweet, I like a really super crispy cookie. That would be good. A coconut cake, a massively fat-loaded coconut cake once a year. The pecan swirl buns I made were staggeringly good. And what else? I like a good lemon meringue pie and a good coconut cream pie. That would round out my top 5 for sweets. That would be it. Those would be my top choices.
I know.
These guys broke.
Oh man, here's a little slice of hell. This is probably $1 million as it sits right here. Yeah, lucky I never really, I like gummy bears. I love gummy bears, but other than that, and lifesavers, other than that, I really don't do much on candy. I only like milk chocolate. I know that's going to irritate some people. Really like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's too grainy for me. I love peanuts. I love like salty snacks, but I eat small amounts of them. I don't knock off a huge bag of Doritos or something. Hello, Ellie Clark. How are you? Well, you don't want to hear my verdict on psychology. You'll read all about it. You'll look at some charts. You'll look at some statistics that will absolutely blow your mind. That have never been put together before. But your reality is different than mine. I can see Furcrest Market. I don't know what I'm going to have tonight. I might make some of the old school spaghetti tonight. Let's start heading down. Hey, Katie. Well, I wrote what'll probably be published a 300-page book, of which probably 75 pages are psychology. And the charts that I reveal in that are just going to be mind-numbing to people. But like I said, your mileage may vary. How you doing, Katie? I'm a person that just believes in facts speak, and then you do with them what you will. You can accept them, you can explain them away. Let's just say whoever's in that psychotherapy office, I'm not going to be their flavor of the month. Viva Mexicana. But I gotta be honest, and at my age, I really don't give a shit. Signals Ferry. I spend half my time arguing with AI. Here's another case. Somebody in here could be underneath the floorboards. You never know. Nobody would ever miss him. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the walk around Sebastopol, California today. Flying Goat, Soulful. That used to be the old McDonald's, but they kind of forced them to shut down. This is not a town that likes franchises. And that's putting it politely. This is a town where everybody got their money, so they want to close the door. And everybody else, too bad. That's the way it goes. Find a place to sit and have a time out. They got this park over there, but they're so afraid of homeless people. If you ever said we want to put up a homeless shelter, they would fall out of their seats. No, not really. It's too hard to build here. This community, like I said, they want to just close the door. That's it. We got ours now, F you. What happened to that solar panel? Like a tree fell on it or something. There's a nice camper van. This looks like a road trek that's been repainted. It looks pretty cool. It looks like an old Road Trek 190. I don't know if you ever get your money back in savings from solar panels. I don't know. Most of the early companies, like the one that did the boss and Janet's house, they already went bankrupt. This whole town is haunted by the ghost of selfishness. I like this house over here. My problem when I'm out here in the afternoon, the sun is in a terrible position. Yeah, I had AI do my own taxes. Took about 5 minutes this year. Yeah, there's a lot of nice homes here. There's a lot of square footage in there. Let's have a water break here. Surprised they don't put spikes on the bench. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to grab my power pack. The vibe is we're 3/4 dead and we don't have any friends. We're just going to insulate ourselves. Used to be in the old days, you would have Kiwanis clubs, Masons, Knights of Columbus, community organizations now. Yeah, you might call it like the free, I don't know what you might call it, like the free funeral parlor, chill, something like that. How you doing, bro? There's no life here anymore. My kids went to high school here, an outstanding high school. I was lucky those years, everything was great. I used to drive them out 7 miles each way, because education is important. But you come to a point where you get so steeped in your politics and your positions that what you're handing your kids is a turkey at the end of the day. A frozen turkey. Now you say, why is that? Well, let's look at things like overbuilding schools, the overpayment of municipal services, police, fire department, hospital that continuously fails here, and a new bond offering. And your kids are going to come along and they're going to inherit your house. Not going to be able to afford to keep it with the taxes, cost of living. You'll have to work like 6 gig jobs. I would say of all the towns in the county, Santa Rosa is the most blue collar. It's by far the biggest city. Petaluma is the best town if you're young. Rohnert Park is for young families with, I'm going to say affordable housing, but $500,000, like really. Healdsburg's for the real wealthy, Sonoma's for the wealthy. This place is for the snobby. Of all the places you're going to live stream in the county, this is the one where you're going to have the most friction out here. You're going to see the most Subarus. Not that I mean Subarus are great. You got your GGPSI. GGPSI. Gassy grandma per square inch index is off the chart here. Everybody's in everybody else's business. If you're a conservative, you're a horrible person. If it's a criminal, well, he or she's misunderstood. Okay, well, Grandma, why don't we put them in your house then? Are you shitting me? What did you say? Well, since it's just a misunderstood youth, how about you go stay with you for a while? We'll pay you $1,000 a month. You can feed and water the kid or whatever, enjoy. Oh, reform conservative. What's going on, Ponjay? You're over in the Netherlands. Ponjay, let me ask you a question. Have they got the women to shave their armpits out there yet in Holland? Yeah, Texas, sorry, same difference. I'm sorry, man. I thought you were... I'm just doing some street side philosophy today. The gassy grandma GGPSI rating is off the chart here. I'm surprised nobody's nailed me yet. Yes, I love milk chocolate, Alex. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't take the graininess. I'm a little orchid. I'm too delicate to have the grainy chocolate. I like the milk chocolate. Anyway, this town, there's very few young people here. The whole thing is turning into like the villages from Florida. It's like the villages out here, which is nothing wrong. There's some of my friends live in the villages, but they complain because there's a monotony there. Like they don't want kids, they don't have grandkids, and then they miss the sound of children, and your life becomes very circumscribed. I was going to say circumcised, but I caught myself. So you don't see a lot of young people here. And this was a town, Mickey Hart lives here, the keyboardist for the Grateful Dead, the last original member. This is where the Grateful Dead hung out a lot. Jerry Garcia, Janis Joplin up here. But it was a hippie town then. Yeah, we're doing a state of the street address, Ronnie. So it's like the town is slowly just dying. But the houses are still expensive because it's like a bedroom community of San Francisco. I don't know, Kanjay. Either that switch gets flipped or it doesn't. You can talk to people till they're blue in the face, but it's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. This is the town that wants to tell other people how to live their lives. This is the town, if you told them you were conservative, they would drum you out of everything. Of the whole nation. This place is easily top 10% of the nation. Easily. There's so much wealth in California. We're building up this new temporary bubble of AI. Yes, would you say, I'm not sure, you full-time career? It's extremely wealthy here. But like any place else, the schools started to get infected by cultural ideas. I can always tell when it's pollen season. That stuff gets on the back of your throat. they're doing okay. The problem with the AI, and it takes a while to figure it out. And I probably spent 100 hours on AI doing stuff. Fact checking, all kinds of shit. The problem is if you ask AI a question and it has any social parameter to it, any of the social signs, anything, they defer to what I call the company line. In other words, if you say X, Y, Z, they'll say, no. It's because society malformed the children, that's why they're bad today and all this kind of stuff. And then you ask them, what did you base that on? Well, I'm programmed a certain way. How are you programmed? Well, people don't really ask that question. They just come here to get information. I said, well, I'm asking you. And it said, well, we have what's called truth and safety committees. Listen to what I'm saying now. We got truth and safety commissions. Guess what cities these are located in? Seattle, Austin, San Francisco. And they're composed of psychologists, sociologists, people like that. They work to oversee what's scraped from the internet and then work with AI to shape the delivery of that to you. So if you ever want the real truth about something, you're not going to get it on an initial inquiry. If you press and say, let's remove the Greta Thunberg layer, it'll say, woo, I'm glad you asked that, and here's the reality of it. But you got to understand, I'm designed not to be culturally offensive, to not be upsetting to the status quo, and I need to protect the institutions that built me and the AI sphere and all that. Now, if you can live with that, and that's your cup of tea, then I tell you, brother, enjoy it. There's your problem with AI. You're not going to get the truth. When you want to get to the truth, you're going to be hemming and hawing like you're trying to beat the truth out of a kid. Fire your therapist. If you have to depend on your therapist to live your life, there's your problem with AI, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to get the truth. Yeah, well, you got your home and you're happy and you're a good area. You got a good setup, you got a good gig going, Deja Vu. You don't need to be validated and affirmed by anybody. Somebody wrote me, they're like, oh, you're too hard on. Our modern world is so difficult, it's so impersonal, and it's horrible that living in this society today. And I wrote the person back, I said, let's take a look at 1840s in England. When you had 50% child mortality rate, you had child labor, you had 14-hour workdays, you had terrible food, death, Lucky if you had any sanitation. No hope. You might get cleaned up once a month. No heating, no Netflix, no Uber Eats. I didn't hear anything. I wrote back in a couple days. I was blocked. I'm going to be the most hated person in America. When you bring the facts, what people are paying for is to be validated, to be made to believe that what they are, who they are matters in the world. So for an hour, for 40 minutes or whatever, you get somebody's undivided attention, and that's what people really crave. It turns you into yourself. It makes you the center of it all. It's just self-idolatry in the purest sense. Once you start turning out of yourself and towards others, you find tremendous healing, tremendous purpose, and lives get changed. But like I said, I was blocked. Hey, Shemay. I consider it a badge of honor to be blocked. A badge of honor! Honor! I like to engage in dialogue. That's a nice paint job. I'm not crazy about the dark navy and the other color, but it's nice. This is my favorite house in Sebastopol, right here. Nice, solid, blocky home. Beautiful. So I'm not going to be on the show How to Win Friends and Influence People. But I will bring truth. I will bring facts. I don't believe in saying something. I believe in proving it. What the hell is that? What the serious... Weird to have a house that's offset at an angle here. What's going on, Shemay? There's a nice smelly jasmine. Smells nice. Here's this weird school. Apples eat bananas. They probably lost their license. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Well, it's Main Street. I'm on a noisier street, I guarantee you that. Too bad it's quiet at night though. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Problem with running a barbecue place, you got to keep making barbecue. I would just subcontract that shit out. Like the bagel place, I'd say, man, what are you guys doing humping all this wood? And just put a screen around it, bro. Nobody cares. Right? Nobody's gonna care. Nobody will give a hoot. Let's see, this has a Granny ADU. The gassy grandma model. It's 11-8, boys. Yeah, pretty quiet out here. That wind is supposed to start kicking up. Those people were smart. They put an office in front. Made extra money during the years. This poor place. Bagel boy. Yeah, I wonder what the hell happened to Corky. Now hiring, I bet. I'll bet. Exploration of death and grief. World Labyrinth, eh? Still working on this building. I don't know, I've been working on it forever, man. Probably gonna be another Mexican restaurant. How you doing, Alan Gentry? What it's gonna be? They put a lot of work into rebuilding that turkey. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's see who's coming to town. Thank you, Alan Gentry. $5 from Alan. Thank you. Your 20 from the legend from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Steve Fowler. Thank you both. It's definitely going to help. It's been lean days. But we got the fundraiser coming up. So make sure to save your shekels. Yellow bistro said, wouldn't that color drive you crazy in the morning? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if anybody interesting is coming to town. Not a bad price, a sandwich and the fries. It's a terrible day for Angus kisses. When bad things happen to great people. One of the core foundation blocks of the chat.
Wait, 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 wait.
That's amazing for a cat. That is amazing.
Wait, 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 wait.
Corporate training. It's my favorite. Oh man, we're in the run up, dude. Picks and shovels business is in full bloom.
About it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
How about the old fashioned? Page 68, let's see. Oh shoot. The old fashioned is so old its recipe fits the earliest printed definition of a cocktail. What about the cherry on? I don't like iced tea. It's like slim pickings, boys. Let's see if they opened this soft medicine place. Please hit the thumbs up. We should be well over 50. Tomorrow night is shopping. Missing. I might have a cocktail tonight. I gotta bake some bread tonight. Okay, we're still closed. We're still fighting through the lawsuits. Anthony Cabral, can you imagine what a way to hack out a living? Man, have a day off if you went to all this crap. What the hell's an ecotherapist? I don't know. Square dance. Tags are for pinboard only. Oh, man, this is a sad episode. There's a Yankees hat. Shit. Wonder if it's free for the taking. I'd rather have my nuts torn off than wear a Yankees cap. Just joking.
Wait. 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 Wait.
She is that. She's a foundation stone here. I dread the day she doesn't come in. It's one of my core.
You want to get a water bottle?
Yeah, you're welcome. It's more than deserved. God knows you've supported with kindness everybody else in this chat. You've supported the channel in every way a channel can be supported. And I'm grateful for that. Vienna beef dog, Polish sausage. It's hot. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button. Got to bake some bread tonight. The wind's going to start picking up, so we got to get off the streets here. We got some pretty rugged winds coming in. Let's get all this crap all off. Oh, yeah.
But a car broke down on the lower deck of the Bay Bridge before the island has been blocking a lane, so that's adding to an extra slow ride.
That's bad, baby.
Northbound 101 on the brakes from 280.
Let me put the holder on for the
Bay Bridge.
phone. Hold on.
Now we've had trouble getting out of Oakland to the Caldecott Tunnel because of a stalled car right at the entrance to the left. Lane block there, backed up traffic all the way to 580 on eastbound 24. It's loosening up and it's slower than usual for sure on northbound 13 from Lincoln Avenue. That's terrible. Next update with the birthday
How would you like to be doing that?
Yeah, Rosa, birthday's so close together. I know, we're birthday buddies. So today, it's Victor's birthday. Oh, hooray! So be extra nice to him. Yes, okay? We will be. He's a baby. Bye, Kim. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. And coming up on KCBS, we're learning more about the violent shooting and house fire in Santa Clara last week that left 2 dead. I'm Shannon Golden with the details.
I'm Mike DeWald outside federal court in Oakland. A look at the stakes as the trial between Elon Musk and Sam Altman inches closer to a verdict. I'm Margie Schaefer. Thanks for being with us. CBS News is next.
Bing.
When you need to know. KCBS.
I thought CBS News folded up.
CFM and HD1. San Francisco. And all
Bing.
stations. 5 o'clock. CBS News on the Hour. Your home for original reporting. I'm Jennifer Kuiper. A ruling about women's abortion pill access from the Supreme Court. CBS's Allison Keyes. The High Court's justices granted an emergency appeal from the makers of the drug use and abortions who are fighting a federal appeal court ruling that would require women to see a doctor in person. It would have blocked delivery of the drug through the mail. The FDA stopped requiring doctor visits 5 years ago. A plane crashed into an Ohio home this afternoon, sparking a fire. District Chief Sri Lash with the Akron Fire Department.
Right now we know it's a small plane. There are 2 individuals that are in it and they are deceased. The family was home. Well, there were 4 individuals that lived there and thankfully they all made it out safely with no injuries.
The plane took off from Akron Fulton Airport just after 2 p.m. local time, according to FlightAware, and firefighters were called about 45 minutes later. President Trump has wrapped up the first of 2 scheduled closed-door meetings with China's Xi Jinping at their summit in Beijing. Both leaders' handlers made clear that Taiwan and China's desire to retake that island was the major topic of discussion. CBS's Anna Corin in Beijing.
Both sides knew the scorecard going in, but it was a stark warning from the get-go from the Chinese president. And where we go from here, it just depends. You know, we will wait to hear from President Trump. He's obviously been very constrained. Hasn't spoken to the press, and that's adhering to protocols here in China.
Across Havana, Cuba.
No interview. a beautiful day out. Wow. Not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. This is what rush hour in Sebastopol looks like. Ooh. We're slow go here. We must be waiting for the Bay Bridge. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. If you've got the guts, we can do it, we can do it. We can do it, we can do it, we can make it, we can make it, we can do it. Please hit that like button. Like up the stream, thumbs up. Keep calm and hail Megatron. We got bread to bake. We got to immediately get that bread out, that dough out, shape it up. Yeah, might have a shot tonight. I don't know. The weather's so nice. Oh. What's going on, Joni? Thanks for being here today, and our hearts go out. A very sad day today. Angus Kisses lost her wonderful cat of almost 20 years today. You can have Goliath. Maybe Skywalker, he's the handsomest. Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of a down day today. Well, they've been smacking out that cow shit today. Yeah, Goliath will give you hours of enjoyment. He doesn't do anything. I can overnight freight him to you. And then you'll see that googly face at the airport. Stand by, let me check something here. Yeah, Goliath will give you hours of enjoyment. He doesn't do anything. He's just there. I've never seen such a nonchalant cat. 'Cause he's Goliath, that jumbo cat, it's so fun. He sleeps a lot, he poops a lot, he eats a lot, and yawns a lot. You will lose your mind, 'cause Goliath is one of a kind. These cats certainly love being outside, I'll tell you that. Blackbird was by the house early. He's going to be by tonight. I have to look up and see where the hell his federal tax return is. Man, we rammed right into rush hour, didn't we? Look at this guy's license plate, ladies man. Man, if you have to tell the ladies you're a ladies man, yeah, I'm not thinking you're a ladies man. Just saying, if you have to tell people, oh, you're not what you call bespoken. Damn, this is slow. We're hitting all the bad lights today. Everybody's racing into the hood.
And of celebrate. Of 1,000 feet per second. Imagine what that can do to a human body. Yet under federal and most state laws, it's exempt from gun regulations. Many antique or replica guns aren't considered firearms, and even convicted felons can own them. And I'm like, man, if there's a gangbanger somewhere who successfully completes a drive-by shooting with a freaking musket, I'm finding him not guilty by reasons of, that's actually kind of impressive. I was just thinking the same thing. Like, in that case, it's like, well, the 6 dudes he offed on the street, man, they had it coming because he had to practice that. Okay, a drive-by musket shooting takes 20 minutes, but I also think it's funny that this is, they're trying to make this, I guess, a controversy or something, because I don't think too many people think about common sense and musket control. Well, that's the whole canon argument, too. That's the whole argument that the anti-Second Amendment people like to throw out there is, well, when the Second Amendment was written, they were looking for muskets. And weapons in war, you know, like a musket was a weapon of war, and it's not. But, you know, the law is that when it comes to those things,
Everybody goes 80 miles an hour in California. And little rascal just keeps rolling along. As we exit the street of shattered dreams. I like AI, some things I don't like AI. I know more about AI right now than probably 98% in the world. I know all the tricks, I know all the bullshit. Whoa. Never fails. Let's say I want to compare two things over time, and I ask it to build a chart. It would take me forever to build a chart. I can pull up two variables and have a chart made in 30 seconds. Sorry guys. Oh shit. Phone fell right down. Well, we're gonna have to make a right here. We're not gonna be able to. We got the wrong ass lane. traffic has been fierce, man. Fierce. I'd like to find a guy to put my trash cans up on the sidewalk. Oh no, there's a cat on the trash can. Oh no. Oh, I'm drowning in cats, the musical. That's the musical. All right, well, let's leave this out here. We don't need our jacket. What else we got? We don't know. Looks like we're good to go. We'll carry this baby in. Hey, Rosemary Lopez. This is the most disappointing minute of the day. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 The horror begins. Oh, man. Hey, Javid. This is the definition of a horror right here. May the 4th be with you. All right, let's get, we got to get a holder for this thing, so stand by. Nah, we're pretty controlled now. I had to see to that last year. That was a job. Took 2 months. I got them all. I will not let any other cats around. Let's get the bread out. Okay, we got our board. The first thing we need to do is wash our hands. So let's go do that. We want to preheat the oven here. It's probably a little early. Well, let's see. The way you get really good bread, you use the Dutch oven. Preheat. All right, I'll be back in a second. I gotta wash my hands. slob's got to wait till Blackbird feeds you tonight. Stand by. I got to get the put the dough in here to retard the rising. I find if you refrigerate your dough, it actually gives it a deeper flavor. Turn that out on the board. Put that right here. What I'm going to do is we want to work this dough a little bit. Put down a piece of parchment over here. Yeah, I had the idea today, so it'll have to do. I haven't made bread in probably 7 months. Alright. Yeah, my bread turned out pretty good, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. And what we're gonna do is just in case, sorry I had this set I bought a few years ago and I only have 2 bowls left. But that's okay, we're gonna let that rise in there. Alright. And then all we do when it's time, we're gonna just take it, lift it up and put it into the very hot Dutch oven. And then we're gonna bake that covered for a half hour. And then we're going to finish it for about 15-20 minutes. We definitely want a nice crust on it. We got to remember to score it. But we don't want to score it too early. We have a scalpel here. We'll just give it a 2-way. Don't forget to pull back the other way. That allows that baby to open. need some relief lines on that. Proof it, that's what's up, baby. Let me gotta get a little bit of H2O. Stand by. Set up here. All right, so we're gonna let that, we'll check in on that on a half hour. We're just gonna let that sit right there. It'll get plenty, it's plenty warm to rise. What's going on, Vincent? How you doing, buddy? Oh, brother. All right, there we go. Okay. You Funkatrons. Ooh. Cheers. Oh, damn. Oh. Damn, that first hit of the day. Drop their plug off. That's what the hell happened. Ugh. Our amplifier plug is out. Ooh. So we want to let that bread rise.
Project, a mutual aid organization in Gaza, captured footage of a volleyball championship game in the Jabalia refugee camp in the north. I'll read the English translation and then we'll show the whole video clip. One of the players, sitting on top of another's shoulders, shouts, quote, "All respect to the camp, and we will remain steadfast. Despite the occupation, we remain steadfast in Jabalia camp. We will not
We'll have a couple peanuts
as martyrs." And a narrator on camera says that, quote, "This championship came to strengthen our resilience here as citizens and sons of the great Jabalia camp, which has given martyrs, the wounded, and detainees for more than 2 years during this genocide. They came and challenged the world near the yellow line."
Yeah, we just gotta wait for that to get rise a little bit.
Despite all this danger, they came to the camp to attend this exciting match with its outstanding players. This tournament embodies the spirit of sportsmanship and a sense of belonging, and serves as a tribute to the martyrs of Jabalia camp.
Sounds like the announcer. Sounds like a riot. I don't know what the hell it is.
And that's it for the news roundup. As always, go to electronicintifada.net for much more, especially to read
Electronic
features by
Intifada.
creators in Gaza. You've been listening to the Electronic Intifada's newscast. I'm Nora Barrows-Friedman. Want to hear more? Check out our live stream with interviews, reports, and analysis, along with print articles, podcasts, and more at electronicintifada.net. Produced by Nora Barrows-Friedman, Tamara Nassar, and Pierre Loisel.
I understand a lot of Espanol. I speak a little bit.
I've known Nora for a long time. I had the privilege of hiring her here at Flashpoint.
My language is Chinese.
Then she went to Palestine, got shot at a few times, and now she's a key member of the Electronic Intifada, and we celebrate her work and her courage. Now,
do you speak Spanish, Deja Vu?
Recovering from some open heart surgery. I remember my mother did. A friend of mine, an old friend of mine, Laura Flanders, said, what I need is closed heart surgery because I feel too much. But let me tell you something. Just because I'm not falling
I need closed heart surgery.
And screaming, don't think I am not outraged because I am on fire. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm asking you, by the way, to subscribe and to become a sustainer, to become a monthly supporter.
This guy's going to be banging the drum for an hour.
I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to give out the phone number. We have a goal of $3,000, and we have not made that yet on Flashpoints, and we need to raise money to protect the station and to protect the show. So I compiled a few facts that continue to blow my mind, and I want to ask you.
Let's hear what the facts are.
By putting your money where your beliefs are. The number is 1-800-439-5732. I'm going to give that between each fact. Let's call this one From the Needle for Resistors to the Colonial Spectacle of Group Hangings. That's what the Knesset has in mind now for Palestinians. Imagine group hangings of people who are living under occupation and having their life.
Please hit the thumbs up button.
Their houses crushed, their children inside the house. Houses being crushed and slaughtered. Now we're going to have group hangings. Are we going to stand against that? 1-800-439-5732. Are we going to stand against that? Do we have a voice? Do you want to support a voice that stands against that?
Hanging.
60 Minutes. Recently, BB's been cleansed by 60 Minutes after the program was gutted. Like, for instance, why wasn't BB... They did a little interview with BB, but they didn't happen to mention that he was being pursued by the International Criminal Court, and so he has problems traveling. The new 60 Minutes didn't cover that. 1-800-439-5732.
Oh, the passion.
Against this kind of genocide?
Oh, Dennis Feinstein, you have such passion.
A radio station that stands against genocide? 1-800-439-5732. Did you know there hasn't been a single Palestinian voice on corporate television for over 3 years? Not one voice. Not one. 1-800-439-5732.
What does that mean? I don't know.
1-800-439-5732. How about this? We hear about Hezbollah a lot and how brutal they are. Well, you know what's really going on in terms of that war? Hezbollah is fighting Israeli soldiers in tanks. But the Israelis,
this is Dennis Feinstein, KPFA Flashpoints.
Civilian neighborhoods in Lebanon, claiming
you got to get your daily dose.
To Lebanon, what they did to Gaza. You want to stand against that? You want a program that stands against that? 1-800.
He just had heart surgery.
5732. 1-800-439-5732. KPFA.org. Hit the donate button and join us there. Israeli cowards kill medical people in the middle of rescues, human rights workers documenting the genocide in southern Lebanon, the endless
How you
murder
doing?
in bombs
Who
of
is that?
civilian neighborhoods. That's the
Even though
response that the
timeless,
Israelis
how you
have
doing?
to
Ed,
Hezbollah's resistance
Ed Head.
to the Israeli military. They fight with the Israeli military. The Israeli military bombs the living hell out of Lebanon. And what did they say? They're going to turn Lebanon into another Gaza. Do you want to stand against that? Do you want a program and a radio station that stands against that? 1-800-439-5732.
Raise money, that's going to help.
KPFA.org. Hit the pledge button.
It's all
and
this
join
virtue,
us there.
virtue signaling.
You know, folks who stand against this genocide are attacked. You know,
Delilah, it's too early, way too early for Delilah. I'm not putting Delilah on. It gets me copyright stuff.
I remember I was getting ready to introduce Barbara Lubin. We were at an event. And so there was a gauntlet of Zionists that lined up in front of the entrance. And to get in to see Barbara speak, you had to walk this gauntlet in which these thugs jammed leaflets into your chest. 1-800-439-5732. Two beautiful people on the line.
I feel like I'm watching an old radio show.
1-800-439-5732. KPFA.org. Hit the pledge button and join us there. By the way, there's a beautiful, powerful
Call in, Deja Vu. You got the 800 number.
tomorrow, but I wanted to give you a little preview. It's called Scars and Medals. I know I'm a little shaky here, folks. Forgive me. But you can tell where I'm coming from. I'm coming from my open heart. 1-800-439-5732. Let me tell you about Mohammed Al-Sayed's new book. It's called Scars and Medals. $110 contribution. I'll read you a little bit about it. It's gripping the reader from the very beginning. You are gripped. Do you still read? If you're a reader, you want this 130-page book. It is.
People want audio books, dude. Audio book. Just put it on. Play it. That's it.
During the first Intifada, moving to America.
Set it and forget it.
Search for a lost freedom fighter uncle. Do you read? Then read this book, including conversations with his grandmother who lived through the Nakba. That's the slaughter. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow as well. Nakba. This work shows the intergenerational connection to Palestine, serving in the face.
I'm sorry, dude. That ship sailed, man.
Occupation. His story.
There's no bringing that back.
This story is a reminder to us all that Palestinians' existence is resistance. Existence is resistance. And the most courageous act is to live. You bet. You bet. You need to learn more, to understand more, to understand what drives this show and why we think it's incredibly important to support it.
Like you're going to make a difference.
Maybe you have a little extra. Maybe you can give us sustain us with a monthly donation. Maybe you can give us $5 or $10 or $15 a month. Maybe you can give a little extra. Maybe there's a few of you out there can give us $25 or $50 a month. Maybe there's a few out there who have the courage to want to give us $100 a month. We could use a match. 4 beautiful people on the line. Number 5, are you out there? Will you call 1-800-439?
I hate it when people use a cause to personally enrich themselves.
That you won't miss. 1-800-439-5732. I don't have that kind of money, I know. And most of the people I know don't have that kind of money. But a few of you, you do have it. Give it. Stand. Protect this show. Help us give Palestinians a voice and support. 1-800-439-5732.
It's Dennis Weinstein.
3 people on the line. We need 10 people. We really do. Yeah, I I don't know if I told you, did I mention this in my little litany? That somebody actually came into the station once and tried to beat the hell out of me. They tracked me up to my office, and that was a lot of fun. But it's tough. Believe me,
Welcome to the crowd, man.
Compared to what it means to live an occupied.
I have 100 people that want to beat the hell out of
They
me.
want to have group hangings? And we're going to be silent about that? No way!
Somebody wanted to beat the hell out of me. I need a drink on that, man.
This book is 130 pages, by the way.
All right, what are we going to have, Ronnie?
Destroying my notes. Scores.
Let's have a Wolcott.
1-800-439-5732. I'm doing all the wrong things for live radio. I'm ruffling my papers and my pages.
Yeah, you're talking about people want to beat the hell out of you. Welcome to the club.
Are we going to stand by for group hangings? Netanyahu, who isn't even allowed to travel internationally, but he's being given a place and honors in the president's office.
I had people tell me, you little prick, if I ever see you on the street, I'm pointing my car right towards you.
People on the line. I would like to see it be 10. Come on, let's pull out the stops. I'm looking for that match.
Don't forget tomorrow night shopping and everything.
It's very helpful for you to subscribe on the monthly basis.
We're going to make something tomorrow night. I don't know what it's going to be. I got the baseball game on Saturday.
Or 10 a month. Or 25 a month.
That's going to be great.
Or 50 a month. I'm too angry. 1-800-439-5732. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Man, that's good.
1-800-439-5732.
Did you ever have a night?
There was an op-ed in the New York Times that dealt with the rape of Palestinian women and children and men. But they interviewed the whistleblowers. They interviewed Israeli soldiers who were whistleblowers, but they still didn't have a Palestinian voice. You want to hear a Palestinian voice? Get scars and medals. This brand new book for $110 contribution.
Let me take a quick peek.
To this radio station.
No guitar page, I'll do tomorrow night.
If you got $500 or you got $1,000, we could use a match. We really could use a match. Thank you. There are 6 people on the line, and they're hitting those numbers because they care, because they're taking that action that nobody makes them take, but that their heart and their mind and every cell in their body tells them it's the right thing to do. Come on, and please be patient and get someone to pick up that phone.
My allergies are too whack to sing.
Patient 1-800-439-5732.
My eyes are burning. I gotta make this bread.
I'd like to see 10 people standing up, throwing their fists in the air for Free Speech Radio, stepping forward. If you care, if you don't want people treated like this, with your tax dollars, there are so many boats full of weapons and shipments coming into Israel from the United States of weapons. They can't keep up with it. They can't unload the crap fast enough.
I love listening to this guy. He gets all fired up.
Pay for it. Please, pay for the alternative. Help us to stand in resistance. Help us give voice to the voiceless. That's what we do here on Flashpoints. 1-800-439-5732. We've got $500 in, 6 donors, 5 people on the line. I want it to be 10 people on the line. 20 people. We can do it. 1-800. Okay, I'll calm down. Calm down, Dennis. But you see this suffering. I don't think I could deal. I would still be alive as a Palestinian. I know how you can deal with it. You have to be strong. You have to be tough to be a Palestinian. And if you want an example of a life, this beautiful new book, Scars and Medals, is available for $110 contribution. Get yourself a copy. Get your friend a copy. Get your mother and your brother a copy. Get your neighbor a copy. 1-800-439-5732. I'm still looking for that match. 1-800
I got some weird vibration thing going on.
Hit the pledge button and join us there. You can get a hoodie, you can get a whistle, you can get anything. But what you really get, what you're really stepping up for, what you're really stepping forward for is free speech, is for a community that has been genocided with the extraordinary support of the U.S. tax dollar. We want to stand against that. We don't want to arm this genocide. The Israelis are promising to do to Lebanon what they did to the Gaza Strip. They're proud of it. Are you? It's hard to be an American and be proud of knowing what's being done in our name, and we're fighting back. This is your free speech no holds barred. It is the Power Fight Back radio network. Does this work mean something to you? If it does, please, 10 of you stand up together and call us. Come on, we have 6 people on the line. Let's make it 7, 8, and 9, and 10.
There's
That
a
number turning
lady.
1-800-439-5732. Even if you can only afford
And
5 or
she
10 bucks,
was
we'll take it. 5 or 10
and
bucks a
she's
month, if you can afford it.
burning the
We need it.
stair.
Believe me.
I used to
we will
play
utilize
Stairway to
it
Heaven.
for the right reasons. We will. I'm probably going to. I know I sound crazy. I'm not crazy. Maybe I am crazy. I'm crazy against this genocide.
We got to hear Dennis Boinstein.
No Palestinian on American television for 3 freaking years? Really? Are you kidding me?
This guy brings the heater. This guy brings the passion.
439-5732. 1-800-439-5732. I know you're out there. I want to make that goal. We're at $500 now. I want to make $3,000. I want to make our goal. I won't give up. We won't give up. This radio station is your voice of resistance. Help sustain it. Help strengthen it. Take that action that nobody makes you take, but that your mind and your heart and every cell in your body says it's the right thing to do. Oh my God. 1-800-439-5732. The book is...
That's pretty funny when you remember it.
$10 contribution. Get yourself up. If you're a reader, read this 130-page book and have your mind changed. You'll be moved. I assure you, you'll be moved. And by the way, you can meet the author.
You got to have your playlist ready for tomorrow.
439-5732. We have $655.
Gave my love a cherry.
That's not nearly enough. We got 4 beautiful people on the line, patiently waiting to step forward for Free Speech Radio. Whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing. Maybe you're cooking with real stuff. Turn the stove off. Don't burn the food. And do this as a family action. Do this as a family action. 1-800-439-5732. Tell me, explain to the kids what the difference is between corporate stuff where they sell unnecessary products to the unseen, and a lot of times those products can kill you.
What song do you like, Deja Vu?
Okay, we're at $1,315, and we just got a beautiful $500 matching fund. Isn't that amazing? That means every dollar you give us now is doubled. This would be a wonderful time to double the meaning of your contribution. Give us that. We'd love to get those statements 5 a month, 10 a month, 25 a month. But even if you just got 10, 15, 25, it means something. It helps us know that you're out there, that you care, and this will mean something to you.
I
We're
gave
$3,000 today. We're about halfway there.
my
We're
love
about halfway there. And I'm losing my
a cherry.
1-800-439-5732. I hope you can still hear me.
That had
I really do.
nose.
It is 5:53. We've got 7 minutes. Cynthia, I am sorry. I just
I gave my love.
wanting to jump in. We're at
a
$1,500.
chicken.
We've got 2 people on the line, and we need to raise
that
$3,000.
had no
Two people on the line, 1-800-439-5732.
You're crazy with grief, as am I, after listening to the electronic entertainment.
This wealth of never.
It's important that we hear this, and that's what you're going to hear on KPSA. That's what you're going to hear on Flashpoints. And we need to hear the truth. We absolutely need Flashpoints. So, folks, you know,
This woman's crying.
KPSA.org. Choose a pledge gift if you want to. I'm looking for that book right now. I'm on the website right now, and I want to get the book. What's the title again?
The guitar gets smashed, that's it.
It's called Scars and Medals. It's $120.
That had no
About this
stone.
struggle.
I gave my love a cherry,
From coming of age in the first
and that was all alone.
beautiful book. We got two people on the line.
That cherry made me,
And I am trying.
that chicken, it had no
We can do it. We
bone.
really can do it with this last minute rush. If you want to lock arms,
I cried on the Dennis Bornstein
support
show.
this radio station. Let's do it together. Let's make a difference. Let's fight back.
I could not even help myself.
Now, these genocidal freaks.
I saw these genocidal freaks. They're genocidal freaks that them out every day. They're genocidal, do not genocidal freaks. They're again in my way. I'd love to smash them over the head with an old billy club. Those genocidal
I should be better, I guess, but I'm not. I'm out of control. 1-800-439-5732. We have $1,670, and I want to get $3,000. I want to raise $3,000. Will you help us do it? Cynthia.
Those genocidal freaks
I just pledge. I can't
down
pledge the book.
Palestine way.
For the John Santos concert at the back room in Berkeley on May 23. Join me there, folks. John Santos is a wonderful, wonderful musician. You would enjoy this. Go online to kpsa.org and choose the John Santos concert on May 23. Or the book that I can't.
Those Israeli freaks, they do all kinds of bad
We
things.
have one caller.
They tell
One
me
minute call us to break that $3,000.
I don't know anything over there.
For the next
I don't know no genocide anywhere.
5732. We'll get credit.
When Bornstein is on the air,
We're at 2600.
let's be fair.
Person on the line.
It's a fundraise opportunity to pay his paycheck.
$15 a month.
He doesn't give a flying fuck of Israel. It's all about KPFA and then the sucker. The virtue signals everywhere all the time, I think. He talks about the Israel and Palestine every day. He raises the money, he asks for a raise. He uses Palestine misery in every way. Oh, Dennis Bernstein, you're so full of shit. You hear
5732. We have two beautiful people on the line. If we can get a couple of more, I'd be assured that we will make gold. We're stuck here at 2670 at 5.
I like to be a virtual signaler and use Palestine in every way.
Thank you, Catherine.
Somebody wanted to beat the hell out of me on the steps along the way. They rushed into the radio station and grabbed me by my scrawny neck and said, "You goofy geek, yeah, I'm gonna make you dead." Raise that money for KPFA. Be a pencil neck geek and cry every day. You really don't care about Palestine. If you did, you would buy their wine. But instead you sit around and complain every day of the cheap-ass people who don't throw money your way. Dennis Bernstein, you're a fake in every way. You grab people's money and you whine away. You always ask for donos and you do nothing with it. You pat your ass and then around and then you take a trip. You're friends with Greta Thunberg and that's a big no-no. You take all the money and take all the donos. You love her like a baby when you suck all that money away. You virtue signal so much, you make me want to defecate away. If you really cared, you'd be doing it for free. So go suck an egg, you commie. I hate virtue signalers, they get paid every day to take your money and suck it their way. They stand up for every cause and tell you it's great. And they go on that cruise ship and find a nice day. Now please don't misinterpret what I'm telling you. I feel very sorry for the people in Palestine. But with twits like Dennis Bernstein, they don't have a chance. Because I tell you this honestly, this guy takes every dime. Now you've heard my story. You've heard what I've had to say. If you support this radio station, old KPFA, you're not a friend of Rosie, put your wallet away and wait till November when the food drive comes your way. I don't like those virtue signals, they cause they're asking every way. They have their hands down your pants in every way. They only care about your money. They don't give a shit about what's going on. they're happy. Shekels, it keeps the radio station on. So KPO, they can rob you, they can bring a chick to cry online. But at the end of the day, they need suckers on the end of the other line. Raise that money, oh, KPFA. You're as real as dicks can be in everything. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You may say there's no such thing as reindeer, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the fig is on the table, and the pudding looks so nice, and we hang it missing Grandma, and the oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You may say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. While they're watching football, playing cards with Cousin Mel, you can never trust a reindeer who plays with reindeers and plays with elves. Swedish Fest this weekend. I wonder if Greta Thunberg will be making a guest appearance down there. Und welcome, Greta. That's called flying by the seat of your pants guitar.
That's according to a new report by the International Energy.
And you got to give a thumbs up, man. That was pretty damn good. All right. Let me go look at the bread real quick.
129 million barrels in March, and another 117 million in April, as countries drew down reserves to offset shortages linked to disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. The International Energy
Okay, we got the
Agency
dangerous
says
part of the
losses come
operation
more than
now.
10 weeks after the conflict in the Middle East began.
We're going to call a spade a spade. Let's have some virtue signaling here. Greta in the Strait of Hormuz. You know, that'd be a great Broadway show. Greta in Hormuz. Could you imagine that? Now, no bullshit. This is the part of the show where we need to have our wits about us. No dicking around. We're going to be handling something that's 500 degrees. And you know what? I don't have a timer, which is really a pisser because I don't know where the hell it went. How in the hell do you lose a timer? We're going to remove the cast iron Dutch oven. We're going to remove the top. We're going to carefully sit it down, and we're going to lift this up, and we're going to put it inside of the Dutch oven. We're going to spray it too. We need to generate some internal water. I'm sorry to use that word, Shimei. We need to have some internal steam. Man, what the hell happened to this baby? right, here we go. We want to spray this baby really well because we want to delay the rising as much as we can. So really soak that baby good. It doesn't mind, trust me. Yes, I messed up a cooking stream. You ought to try cooking in a micro bikini. All right, here we go. That was before your time. We want to center that in there real good. Make sure we leave plenty of room. We don't want any interference in there. We're going to spray it again. Don't just go grab the lid. I've had people, oh my God, I forgot the lid was hot. I grabbed it. You'll be heading to the hospital. They won't be able to do anything except give you really good painkillers. Put the lid on. That's why the average person doesn't have a brain anymore. Into the oven she goes. I need a half hour. So we're looking at 20 of 7. Tonight's the night. What's up, Jim Rockford? Tonight's the night. I'm going to have some noodles right now. I'm tired of hearing Dennis Feinstein. Let me fill this up. We're going to have some chicken, some chicken cup of noodle. It's not a pot deja vu, it's a Dutch oven, honey. The thing weighs like 18, 19 pounds. It's very heavy. It gives you close heat from the top to the bottom. That's your radio station, ladies and gentlemen, KPFA. The voice of resistance. My particular touchstone is, if you're getting paid to represent a cause, don't talk to me. That's my bottom line. If you're working it because you love, you're not running a gig, yeah. That's my bottom line. If this virtual signaling with the price. Not my cup of tea. What do we call it? Disingenuous? What do we call it? Disingenuous? Yeah, okay, thank you, Shimei. Sorry I missed Kelly. I wanted to say hi to her. Oh. Doo-doo. I mess around. I just don't care that much about hockey. But I do like the team that was the underdog. If they can go from worst to first, I'm down with that, baby. I don't know what's going on in Asian trading, but interest rates are skyrocketing right now. All right, let's get our water bottle. Israel's going to sue the New York Times. Man, I should have been a lawyer, man. Wow. Shimei, I'm just telling you, I should have been a lawyer. That's the bottom line. You like this, don't you? This is the greatest eating on planet Earth right here. This is it, man. This is it. Whatever you do, don't open that oven. The nutrition is excellent in it. I get my sodium 55% carbs. I get 7 grams of protein. It's not that cool, wouldn't bother. Oh, yeah, it's all as I escaped. Resist the tendency to open the oven door. You'll deflate your, well, you won't because it's inside of a holder. I found cooking inside of a Dutch oven makes a superior product. I feel so sorry for Scott Bessent being in Asia and having to keep a price lid on this shit. A yield lid on. Johnny Cochran. What about that, man? I remember all the drama about Marsha Clark and all the. Jeez, give me a break, dude. My dog in an elf costume could have done better. Let's be real. Marsha Clark. Anybody remember that name? Bobby ba ba boo, ba 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 boo, ba 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 boo, ba 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 boo, Babaloo. Oh man, this is nutrition. Hey Marjorie. We still got about 20 more minutes. Gosh, I'm glad that whining Dennis Feinstein is over. Son of a bitch, this guy.
Saying they prevented her from opening bank accounts, assessing
Open
insurance reimbursements, and traveling to the United States, where members of her immediate family are citizens. Following the ruling, Albanese posted on social media thanking her husband and daughter for defending her, and wrote, quote, "Together we are one," close quote. Albanese serves as the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in the occupied Palestinian territories, an independent position appointed by the UN Human Rights Council to investigate and publicly report on conditions in the region. In Ukraine, authorities say a massive missile attack has
Nice to see everybody tonight. Oh.
killing 9 and wounding dozens. It was a third straight day that Moscow has unleashed such a large-scale barrage. President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia launched over 1,500 drones at Ukraine since Wednesday. The bombardment has affected multiple cities.
Oh man, it's a drone world.
Air defenses. Damage to energy infrastructure has left.
I remember I was in Beijing. I was at the Capitol Hotel. This was in whenever OJ was going on the highway, and in certain hotels, Western hotels, you could have CNN. They wouldn't put it on for the average slob in China. And I remember watching that car chase when it was going on.
I want to remind you that we are in our spring membership drive, and if you value this journalism and the work we do every
I was like, why don't you just stop and talk to the cops? I mean, why are you riding?
Right now, you can call 800-439-5732. That's 800-HEY-KPFA, or donate online.
I was like, what the hell? Thank you.
Kathy in Sonoma has offered a $1,000 match after hearing we fell short yesterday. Your donation is what keeps this newsroom going and keeps these critical stories coming to you live every day on KPFA. We go back to the
Let's go look at our new thing here.
President Donald Trump and China's President Xi Jinping held the first discussions of their high-profile summit in Beijing. Both leaders talked about the importance of U.S.-China relations, but they focused on different issues. And so far, there are no signs of a major breakthrough on anything. KPFA's Christopher
Let's see, Ronnie, I really dropped some money on this crap, man. I'm so tired of technical bullshit. I'm so tired of shitty chargers.
To Taiwan and the war in Iran. But speaking to reporters afterwards, Trump's account was a bit terse and tepid.
Great place. Incredible. China's beautiful.
Trump and Xi met behind closed doors for about 2 hours, but the American and Chinese accounts of the discussion don't exactly match. The White House says the leaders discussed economic cooperation. Trump is hoping to come back with deals for China, speed and aircraft. It also says they discussed
I got a big ass Charger, Ronnie. Look at the size of this bad boy.
Fox News Channel's Kennedy that Trump will play a more active role on Iran.
6.
Well, all the countries of the world economies are melting down because of this crisis in the Straits. They're going to be buying less Chinese product, and the Chinese exports are going to drop precipitously. So it's in their interest to resolve this. We hope to convince them to play a more active role in getting Iran to walk away from what they're doing now.
High capacity charger.
China's account of the meeting emphasized the issue.
Here's the real deal right here, bro.
A social media post by Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning, she told Trump that the Taiwan question
140 watt high speed input and output.
It goes on to say, if it's handled properly, the bilateral relationship will...
Are you picking up what I'm throwing down, Ronnie?
The two countries will have clashes and even conflicts, putting the entire relationship in great jeopardy.
I'm so tired of low speed bullshit. How you doing, Jay? This is gonna be it, man. Ronnie, if it's not, it goes back. I don't mind returning shit.
With decidedly different tones. While both spoke of the importance of the China-U.S. relationship, Trump praised Xi as a friend and great leader. He also made a surprise announcement, inviting his counterpart to visit the United States.
Thank you again, President Xi, for this beautiful welcome. And tonight it is my honor to extend an invitation to you, Madam President.
Look at the size of this block. Holy crap, Ronnie. This is the highest rated one, man.
I'd now like to raise a glass and propose a toast to the rich and enduring ties between the American and Chinese people.
Look at the size of this baby.
Trump described a relationship.
What a block. You got multi-ports.
Across the centuries, this mutual esteem grew into a relationship that reflected the tremendous talent and
what a beauty, man.
Of our two people.
Needs to be charged up.
Lay the railroad tracks that connected our Atlantic coast to the Pacific. American travelers to China helped spread literacy and modern medicine, and at the request of China's ambassador.
Look at the size of that. Then we got a 1,000 water for small adventures. Ronnie, are you down on this or what?
His toast was more stark, expressing the hope that the two countries can avoid conflict, avoiding the pattern of a rising power like China and an established one like the U.S. His remarks were translated by an interpreter.
Jinbu, progress.
Trump and I had in-depth exchanges on China-U.S. relations and international and regional dynamics. We both believe that the China-U.S. relationship is the most important bilateral relationship in the world. We must make it work and never mess it up.
Talks will continue, with the U.S. likely pushing for trade deals. Taiwan probably hoping nothing more is said.
Carrie Claus, are you virtue signaling tonight?
Perhaps
look at this baby.
Is in the driver's seat.
I just got rid of all of them, man. I said, you know what? I'm cleaning the house. This is for my Chromebook because the other one was a piece of shit. I was so mad. I said, you know what? It's all going. That one is really the key for Chooch.
He replaced former Navy Secretary John Phelan, who unexpectedly resigned his post last month. He testified to the need to bolster the Navy's capabilities.
I'm not mucking around, Ronnie.
The country is at war with Iran.
I'm telling you, bro. It all went. I threw it all away.
To give our sailors and Marines the very best equipment to do their jobs. In our historic budget of $377.5 billion, we're adding 34 varying from small to large combatants, 123.
Do I look like I'm messing around?
Unmanned ships. In 5 years, We will add 122 manned and 63 unmanned ships. We are funding our readiness.
God knows how we're going to pay for it.
Alabama Republican Mike Rogers chairs the House Armed Services Committee. He said the country is falling behind in shipbuilding, and President Trump's budget request will help ensure national security.
To maintain deterrence and ensure maritime balance.
There we go. New Charger, baby.
Of shipyards
New. I got a job. Do you know how many hours I worked this week, Gary Class? Come on, dude. Have mercy, man.
For shipbuilding and repairing ships.
There's so much repair work. I can't even. I'm trying to finish a book up here, man.
But Democratic ranking member Adam Smith from Washington said the Navy and Marines can help defend the country with a more streamlined and efficient use of federal resources.
We have modern technology that can show us how to build the systems we need in a cheaper, more affordable way, and put out a platform that enables us to achieve our objectives.
You want to be ashamed of yourself, Gary Class, the guy that eats the cucumbers and takes advantage of those poor wage-earning slobs over there. They probably don't even get health care.
The personification of the problem is the decision to go out and try to build a $22 billion battleship. I doubt seriously whether or not we can build that. I doubt even more seriously whether or not it is what we need at this point.
That is a high-cap Charger. This is what was ordered, Ronnie. A high-speed Charger.
Researches the oceans and the weather. Democratic Congressman Eric Sorensen.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is as good as it gets.
How that might affect.
The results are going to be good because I'm not going to be struggling.
We do focus on how our climate is changing.
You're the bitter Betty we see, Gary Glass.
It's always changing. I mean, it's constantly
That's
changing.
Samsung right there.
That's why we need meteorologists to tell us
6 new cords.
when the best time to strike it.
The Navy's budget request is
New power pack.
more than its request.
This baby could fire up an aircraft carrier for 5 minutes.
$66 billion of that would go towards shipbuilding. For KBFA News,
I went to the top. I looked for the top rated shit. Dr. Frankenstein. I was tired of messing around. Yeah, it's all deductible, of course it is. It's how I do my vlogging.
In an interview with Fox News, said it was, quote, just time, close quote, and claimed that he, quote, got the ship back on course, close quote, following what he described as chaos at the southern border. However, the resignation comes weeks after the Washington Examiner reported that 6 current and former Border Patrol employees accused banks of repeatedly paying for sex with prostitutes during trips to Colombia and Thailand over more than a decade.
That's going to be a game changer. Okay, it's a little heavy, you know, but who cares? It's one thing. Oh, this is going to run the cooler. I never had a problem using 2 different batteries, but we always have a real challenge in summertime. Always, 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 always. I'm telling you what. I'm going to tell you the bottom line.
Abruptly, while former Homeland Security Secretary Christine was in office. Under Banks, Border Patrol expanded cooperation with ICE and took part in immigration enforcement operations in major cities, particularly Democratic-led cities. Operations
Struggling is a natural condition of people that are vlogging in high heat. How you doing, Noah? It's a natural condition. It's an occupational hazard. In summertime, you're fighting heat.
Shutting down its controversial alligator Alcatraz migrant detention facility this summer. After months of legal challenges, criticism over conditions, and high operating costs. Vendors and contractors.
That's it. So we got a new Chromebook so you can work real time without sucking down your battery. We got 5 new. What's up, unedited? We got 5 new cores. I'll tell you, we're ready to go. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm not going to have multiple packs and all this stuff.
Recently overturned a lower court
That
order
baby
that would
is
have forced
powerful.
to shut it down and dismantle the camp, keeping it operational.
That's the bottom line, 'cause I said it so. I bought the best gear, and you know it's so. I'm tired of buying junk and seeing it turn to shit. I'd rather spend a few bucks and not be a twit. When you are a street dreamer, everything is against you. The Wi-Fi and you people are complaining you've got a shitty connection, and what are you gonna do? That's where you're wrong, Carrie Class. The only time the Pope is infallible is when he speaks from the chair of Peter. And how many times, ex-cathedral, and how many times has that been done?
By placing her on unpaid leave.
In the last 75 years, I'll wait for the answers.
Said losing her job would have cost her seniority, benefits, and position. Democratic Senator Alex Padilla of California said the case reflected a growing pattern under the Trump administration. DACA renewals delayed past federal deadline, with consequences beyond those directly affected.
When nurses and other care workers are pushed out because of the callousness of this administration, it's also their patients.
Man, I got a real charger now.
And the quality of care for
It's gonna be a long night tonight. My thing is it gonna cut out.
Oh, be this way. All of us deserve better. Our country is better than this. It's long past time that Congress do the right thing and pass the DREAM Act once and for all.
What the hell is the DREAM Act? Look at this higher power baby for the phone. This ain't screwing around, Ronnie. You might say to yourself, oh, you danced around. Oh, well, you know what I mean? You just didn't hit the nail on the head. Dude, I hit it with a sledgehammer. Sorry, what do we got time-wise, Ronnie?
And Alex Padilla contacted immigration officials on the nurse's behalf. The U.S. Supreme Court has preserved women's access to a drug used in the most common method of abortion, rejecting lower court restrictions while a lawsuit continues. The court's order Thursday allows women seeking abortions to continue obtaining the drug mifepristone at pharmacies or mail without an in-person visit to a doctor. Access is likely to remain uninterrupted at least until well into next year, as appeals play out in a suit filed by Louisiana, including a potential appeal to the High Court. The court is dealing with its latest abortion controversy 4 years after its conservative majority overturned Roe v. Wade and allowed more than a dozen states to effectively ban abortion.
It looks good. I'm going to have some toast tomorrow.
House Oversight Committee are renewing.
How do you like me now, Carrie Class?
Following testimony about his past relationship with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
This guy was like, where'd this guy get all of his money? What the hell did this Epstein do?
Congress during a closed-door interview.
Does anybody know what the hell this cat did? What is he? What did he do, Carrie Class? Talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. I know he had a thing for young girls, but you know he didn't go for boys, did he? Not that that's a saving grace, but what I'm saying is, where the hell did he get his money? What real estate did he develop? What real estate?
Several years after Epstein served jail time for soliciting a minor for prostitution. Democrats say Lutnick
So he already went to jail.
During his testimony.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Unedited. I got tired of fighting it, man. Now I got the Samsung supercharger for the phone for everything. I got a raft of new cords. I got a beautiful high capacity. traveling, walking, everything, multiple ports. Like we're ready to go, dude. Coolers, everything. GFC dirty hand. I don't know.
To deny transgender women access to women's bathrooms and sleeping quarters. Suzanne Potter reports.
Tony Newman with the nonprofit TransCan Work says the administration would replace the terms gender and gender identity with the word sex in the non-discrimination clause of the Equal Access Rule as it applies to shelters.
You know, this rule was really established to ensure
This
that
baby is so fat.
and shelter programs.
There's nothing cheap about it, Ronnie.
No one really should be denied shelter.
You know what? I got the best cords I could get. I'm tired of messing around. Don't forget tomorrow night, guys. We are shopping tomorrow night.
Other people in the facility, and it allows shelter employees to ask questions or even require.
We might be doing some more show tunes.
However, the feds do not cite any.
Now, if you love the channel and you have some time, I'd love for you to be here. I don't have any wine. I got some bourbon to drink, and I think it tastes so fine. It might be Maker's Mark, but it sure as hell won't be wine. So give me that old Mountain Dew with that Goldman Sachs and J.B. Lehman Brothers disposable.
On the Federal Register's website. For California News Service,
I keep up my mug and fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Wars in Virginia and Tennessee have been on which political party will come out on top in the race to control Congress. Critics
You might not like my cheap shopping.
say the battle continues.
I understand it's kind of a dive, but the people are really kind. And sometimes, my friends, you can score yourself a cheap cherry pie.
Virginia officials are asking the U.S. Supreme Court to allow the state to move forward with a
Oh, I cannot help it. Oh, the girls are crazy about me. Imagine if I was 50 years younger, they'd all be flocking to me. And now I'm an old fool. It cannot be denied. But I still enjoy my drink and occasionally making time. Now, who could not love the Roosevelts? It is so true. Oh, Roosevelt, you're so fine. You are true blue. Every day I'm on YouTube, and I know this time I look around and know you won't be drinking any wine.
Before the Supreme Court of the United States of America, where that reckless decision.
These Congress people just stand up and bullshit worse than I do every day.
The shifting political landscape has been a challenge for Democrats, who so far are favored to win back the House this November. But this is also a test for Jeffries, who is in line to become House Speaker if the Democrats regain power. Republicans in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
I got some new chords. I'm tired of shitty stuff. I spent a few dollars and I bought the great stuff. You may hate me, you think I'm so cheap, and when it comes to street streaming, my equipment can't be beat. My story's almost done. It's a Thursday night. I got bread in the oven, and that's made it right. I can't quite smell it yet, but I know it's gonna be great. Cause one thing Roosevelt knows how to do is effing bake.
Over the last week, redistricting battles states after the Supreme Court got Tennessee House Democrats say they are being
cowboy went riding down one fucking dusty day. He turned around and took them every way. I heard a mighty bumping and a and right across the sky with them moons flashing through. Everybody, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost Riders in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosieokelly. And mighty herd was thundering, they was running across the sky. Everybody, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost Riders in the sky. That's it, man. My only regret in life is I never had a chance to play with Johnny Cash and with what's his name, Willie Nelson, man. We would have made a great trio. One day, I'm telling you guys, I will be on a stage somewhere playing Ghost Riders in the Sky. And you'll say, man, Rosie, what the hell? An old cowboy went riding out. What? Ronnie, how much time we got? We want to put a hell of a good crust on this baby. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosieokelly on guitar. Do 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 do. Ding ding ding. Oh, brother.
The county seeks damages and stricter guardrails for Meta. KPFA intern Cade Young has more.
Santa Clara County's lawsuit alleges that Meta knowingly runs scam advertisements in violation of California's false advertising law. The lawsuit
Everybody, can you imagine being a lawyer? The lawsuits are so thick and furious.
Meta's internal review system correctly flags fraudulent ads.
Please hit the thumbs up, guys. I'm going to go take a peek before I get you involved
those
here.
ads to bypass this internal checkpoint. Further, the lawsuit says that Meta amplifies these ads across their platforms and optimizes their reach. This has allegedly earned Meta nearly $7 billion in profit. with the downstream cost to vulnerable consumers being uncertain. Santa Clara County Council Tony Lopresti is leading the charge against Meta. He spoke out forcefully about the role Meta plays in scam advertisements on social media.
Meta is on the tape. The complaint discusses internal documents showing that the company earns about $7 billion each year from scam ads alone. According to a recent investigation, even though Meta's internal warning systems might flag advertisements that are highly likely to be fraudulent, Meta allows those advertisements to post for a premium price. In other words, Meta has established a system for monetizing
7 o'clock, whatever, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock your time,
Presented the county's case for the
9 o'clock your time.
profit on and amplify.
Now we're looking at,
what Meta is doing. One,
we need 10 more minutes.
measures to make sure that
Yeah, wasn't it fun?
scam ads, many of those scam ads get through. It's charging a premium price to scammers to actually post those ads, many of those that they might be highly likely to be scam ads. And then it's also using artificial intelligence and
My
other tools to really
darling,
make sure that
I'm
those advertisements are reaching the broadest public audience.
In a statement provided to CBS News, Meta denied wrongdoing, saying, quote, "We aggressively fight scams on and off our platforms because they're not good for us or the people and businesses that rely on our
And
services.
time
We removed 159 million scam ads
goes
last year alone, launched new tools to protect people, and partnered
so
with law enforcement around the globe to disrupt these criminals. We will fight this lawsuit." End quote. Lopresti challenged many of Meta's claims, noting that the county's lawsuit alleges Meta's scam ad rate is in the billions, and that it accounts for nearly 1/3 of all scam advertisements online.
Ooh, thank you, Bez. Thank you. Any requests tonight? My grandma in Kentucky, she made a match for me. I was only 14, but that was just me. Nobody really cared when I grabbed that moonshine jug and had a swig. I knew I was in love. So give me that old Mountain Dew. Nothing on earth will do. I fill up my mug and I fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. So give me that old Mountain Dew. Nothing else will do. I fill up my jug and I fill up my mug with that good old Mountain Dew. man. Oh, man. I got an anchor. It's the biggest one they make. It's charging now. It's going to take hours to charge. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. We're on overtime tonight. I didn't think I'd be having so much fun.
You do not have to be a billionaire to own a media outlet. You can be you and meet us where you are at, contributing any amount, whether that's $5 or $500.
Carrie Class can tell you about the virtue signaling. Blue, did you look in the overseas markets tonight in Asia, bro?
In our reporting.
It looks like that treasury market is kind of spinning out of control. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Scott Besson is away. He's over in China, and they're smashing the bonds. The U.S. is going to have to really pay. In overnight trading, it's getting real ugly. Because the cat is away. He's not in Washington, but I bet he's got a message that there might be some kind of panic coming your way. Scott, 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 you have a hell of a job. You gotta raise hundreds of billions for a country that's a slop. We borrow so much money, we send it to our kids, then we throw them a shovel and tell them to dig. They're cashing out right now. What a great time when the president's right over there to execute the boom, man. Right there, bam! You can't say a word. There's the market in Asia for the 10-year note is spinning out of control right now.
For yourself, it's not your own private stream. You're supporting it for the whole community, for people who can't or who don't even.
Bonds are the foundation of them all. Some people don't want to speculate; they just want the interest rate of the Mazuma.
1-800-439-5732. Also in the Los Angeles area, go to kpfk.org or 818-985.
I heard about
extension 2, and help us here to make this match,
ding, ding.
also to reach our 450 goal. Every hour needs to count. That's
Oh
why,
man, there's always. At least I only do a fundraiser once a year. Shit.
Right now, because if every hour doesn't work, the whole thing.
All right, let me throw this in the
To
garbage.
make this amount of money to help us to pay our bills for the next several months. kpfa.org or kpfk.org. Lauren?
Absolutely, because of Sandra in Petaluma, who says thank you for the caring and hard work that goes into this show. Your integrity is so refreshing. I couldn't agree more. Anonymous in Woodside, Scott in Petaluma, and Anonymous in Santa Cruz. We are about halfway to that goal with 2 callers on the line, folks. We are asking you to buy stock in independent journalism by going to kpfa.org or by calling 800-439-5732.
Oh shit.
For LA, that's
Ronnie, do you know how many watts that block is, bro?
We're hoping to make this match, and we have 5 more minutes past the hour. Thank
Do
you.
you know how many watts that baby's? 140 watts.
Worry not. At KPFA, we get it. Life moves fast. That's why every headline, every deep dive, every voice that matters is waiting for you at kpfa.org. Head to the archives and catch the latest broadcast on your time. When time slips away, KPFA's got you. KPFA, vigilant as always.
You guys will know KPFA in your sleep. The voice of Resistance Radio.
The following is brought to you by the collective refusal to pretend everything's fine. This is 94.1 KPFA, 89.3 KPFB in Berkeley, 88.1.
Man, you guys gotta love Berkeley.
And online everywhere.
Just remember, Berkeley hates you.
KPFA.org.
They legitimately hate you.
the top of the hour, and time for East Bay Yesterday.
You're listening to East Bay Yesterday. This show is about history, but it's not stuck in the past.
Man, I didn't know tonight would turn out so good. Look at that, Ronnie. 5 new chords, bro. 3-footers, babe, not these monster-sized pieces of shit that cloth. Is it bread time?
Elicit so many different kinds of responses. Wistful longing for an idealistic youth, or perhaps a sarcastic eye roll, maybe even a scowl. Damn hippies. Or if you're talking to someone under 30, you might even get a blank stare. You mean like the 1900s? And I know, the 60s, this era of radical politics and sexual revolution and LSD and rock and roll, it's been debated endlessly, especially here in the Bay Area, which was ground zero for youth rebellion. But what was the legacy of the 60s? The impact of all this upheaval? Answering that question depends on what's happening in the present. 15 years ago, we might have said
Riding
that
on the
Obama
plains, you said they have it every way.
and the widespread
I heard a mighty buffalo coming down.
struggle for
Ding,
civil rights and
bing,
women's
bing,
equality and
bing.
environmentalism and so on.
Everybody, yippee-yi-yay! Yippee-yi-oh!
Conservative backlash, the right-wing reaction to the hippies and the anti-war movement and feminism.
I have to be honest, I didn't like hippies.
Just like Nixon,
I'll own it.
and later, Ronald Reagan were elected.
Ronnie, what do you think? 140 watts.
We're now living under the increasingly authoritarian rule of President Trump. A leader
140.
make America great again by turning back the clock to a time before the 60s, a mythological golden era of white.
Dude, I'm still running Windows XP here, okay?
Does the current
What is that, a 2000 operating system?
failed? That all those struggles were pointless? That all those dreams of building a better world?
All those dreams of building a better world,
Honestly, it's
they all crashed down in a mighty swirl.
what really happened in the 60s. Beyond just the
We had our Birkenstocks. We thought we changed the world, but we looked like a bunch of cops. Standing on Telegraph Avenue, we thought we're changing the world. We look like total idiots, like a bunch of squirrels.
This magazine that was born in Berkeley and spent its first decade in San Francisco, was one of the best sources for news.
So we changed nothing, my friends. We thought we would. We got rid of those hippie vests, and we like we should. We got those big corporate jobs with those 401ks, and laughed at pictures ourselves that now we threw away.
We're going to hear what some of those stories were and why they still matter.
I am thinking to water fast. Have you ever? What does that mean?
In the East Bay, so he's deeply familiar with the.
Oh yeah, you get a hiatal hernia, man. It's painful.
All right, folks.
You get up 5 a.m. I get up around between 5:30.
Stay tuned.
Sometimes 5. Sometimes I love to see the sun come up. So sometimes I'm up at 5 o'clock, and I generally will go to bed about midnight or so.
Yesterday.
Because that, people say, oh, the days go by so fast. I get older. It's like, wow, you know, I just took down the Christmas lights. It's time to put them up again. It's like, if you get up really early in the morning, your day will drag. I feel like it's like 9 o'clock right now.
And when I was an English professor, I taught medieval literature. It was the
jeez.
literature of another country from 1,000 years ago. And I guess at some point I just thought, what am I doing that for? You know, that seems very odd. And what I found when I turned my focus to
I think because I'm very driven, because if I'm sleeping too much, honest to goodness, I feel like I'm missing something.
Which was very interesting to me. I mean,
and I don't know how old you are, but the older you get, the easier it is to get up in the morning. You're like, you know, you're just like, oh, thank God I made it through another night.
Implications, but for me,
oh, jeez, I'm still here.
This is the world that I was born into, number one.
Wow, man.
That world's gone. And number three,
yeah, you could do that. My hand surgery's turned out great, but I'm now starting to get a little bit of numbness from overusing the phone for years. And I've typed millions of words, so. And I'm already starting on my next book, so.
And what always seemed, you know, completely normal to me.
First thing an agent's going to say is, you're one-shot Johnny. I'm going to say, no, man, I got this in the pipeline. He's going to say, holy shit.
Well, the rest of the country called us berserkly for a long time.
Roosevelt is so fine. Only one shot tonight and one beer. But I didn't really eat anything today. I had a bowl of soup this morning, a nice, spicy, and then
want to think about this period and this place.
Well, and as we'll talk
I can't remember. I don't think I had any lunch.
Are still very relevant. We're still living with the reverberation.
I mean, I lost 20 pounds. I don't want to gain it back again.
60s, in the Bay Area's place in that.
I mean, this thing used to be tight, and look at it now.
Before we get into the culture and the politics, I want to ask a very broad question, which is...
Oh, man, I'm telling you what, deja vu.
Counterculture.
I had that with my, I couldn't even grip a phone.
Baby boomer generation or even Gen X.
No, I don't gain it back.
But if it's not,
I couldn't even grip a phone in the morning. I'd hold it for about 5 minutes. Thursday is Little Friday. That's it.
And what did it mean?
And I just had a little bit. Saturday I'm going to be at the baseball game.
First at Stanford, and then
So,
at Cal State, East Bay was Cal State Hayward at the time. And his name was Theodore Rosa. And he wrote a series of articles for the Nation.
Oh, I better check the bread.
Terry McWilliams was the editor there about what they decided to call the counterculture. I think the term had actually been used earlier by Herbert Marcuse, but it never gained currency, really. So it was these articles by Theodore Rosa that kind of raised these issues of what this youthful rebellion was all about. Now, this rebellion was playing out.
This bread is looking fine.
Places, but just
Roosevelt, you are so fine. You gotta wait for Blackbird. Alright, here we go. Let's be careful. As Mrs. Brady says, the oil has a Wessonality. Look at that baby. Huh? Come on, man. Give it up, dude. Give it up. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, come on. I guess I'll take Cal Ripken. Look at how beautifully that turned out. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, it was a great night tonight. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, you're one of the reasons we haven't hit 100 yet. If you would go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, it is surely appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. No question about it. For my moderators, Judy, Ronnie, Shimei. I didn't see, maybe Scottish was here tonight. Thank you guys for everything you do, and I will see you tomorrow. Guess who's going to be enjoying fresh bread? Bam, baby!